Hello there everyone, my name is Clink and welcome back to the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. So last time we finished up the Goron Mines at long last, and today we're back here in Kakariko ready to continue the game. So we've got quite a few things that we can do at this point. The game is a decent bit more open before we head off towards the next Twilight section. But the first thing I'm going to be doing is getting the bombs, because I'm pretty sure that we can get them now that we've opened up Death Mountain once again, and Barnes should have them in stock. So let's go into the bomb shop. You know, bud, how about this? Yep, I finally managed to get my numbers together and open up shop again. I've only got one type of bomb, but hey, that's one more than none, right? Only my storehouse had survived, but hey, ain't as bad as all that. I'll add more types as we go. Premium bomb bag kit for 120 rupees. All right. And we can combine arrows and bombs for some bomb arrows. This is the second Zelda game to have that, I think. After Link's Awakening kind of had them. But yeah, so we can equip the bombs. And then on the gamepad, if you drag the bombs over the bow, I think. How do I do it? I actually don't remember how you do this. Maybe I have to be outside for it. But yeah, now we got bombs, so we can go around and blow things up. But I'm going to go up here while we're here, because I think that this is how you get to one of the heart pieces. So there's quite a few heart pieces that we can get just here in Kakariko, really. So let's get some of those. Yeah, because I think if we go up here, I want to say this is where it is. Essentially, we're gonna shoot some tower, which would be a little bit easier with an item that we can also get right about now, but I'm gonna do it without, because why not? You're helping the human. Yeah, I'll check out the view. I always get scared doing this though, because I'm scared I'm gonna like get launched in a direction I don't really want to go, but seems like all went well. Yeah, there's I forget which one of the kids is up here. Oh, what's your name? Tallow? Is that who this one is? Keeping watch of the whole town. Yeah, I think if you turn it into a wolf at some point, he'll actually be like, hey, there's a wolf here, run away. Can you really use a bow? I've never seen you so much as hold a bow back in Ordon. Yeah, I'm just naturally gifted with it. So they're gonna be like, hey, shoot stuff. You're gonna be like, all right, I can do that. And it's gonna get progressively harder, but guess what? We played Link's crossbow training on the channel already. We're gonna ignore the fact that I didn't even do that well when I played it, or that we're using a different aiming method. So yeah, you are going to try to hit that very tiny pole. It's not the worst thing in the world to hit though, honestly. The hard part's the vertical part, in my opinion. If you can so much as just see it even a little bit, you'll be able to align horizontally, and you just got to figure out the vertical shot. So it's not too bad, in my opinion, at least. Next up, I want to figure out how to do the bomb and arrow combination. How the heck do I do this? I want bomb arrows. Oh, what? That worked. Okay. I think it's up here? I want to say, yeah. Okay. So that is, the next piece of heart that we can get. And this will be heart piece number 10. So already up to 7 hearts. That's going to be really nice for the next dungeon. And then I think that this is another heart piece over here. Because you can blow up this rock. And what's this? Just a cuckoo, right? Oh, I didn't know we could roll into that. Yeah, just some cuckoos. We're not going to do anything with them, though. I'm not going to hit them. I'm not going to torture them. As much as I'd maybe like to sometimes, but we're just going to run back here. And I don't think that you need to be able to swim for this. Oh, maybe you do. Oh, no, we don't need to be able to swim. We can just use the iron boots. I'm probably gonna run low on breath doing this, but we can just use the iron boots and get this piece of heart. We will be able to get a tunic later on that'll let us breathe underwater and swim, and we'll get it in the not too distant future, I do believe, but we got iron boots and Link can just hold his breath. It's fine. So that's heart piece number 11 already, I think, right? Yeah, okay. I want to say we're going to be able to get up to 8 hearts before entering the next dungeon. I'm not 100% sure about that. But the next thing I guess we'll do is go to Mallow Mart. Because in Mallow Mart, I think there's an optional item that we can get. I have been like reading ahead on like what items we're able to pick up, so I'm like, okay, I remember that item, we'll go on ahead and pick that up while we're here. Yeah, the Hawkeye. So I don't think I've ever actually used this before, but we're gonna buy it because it's an item that will go into your item screen. So I want it. Time is money. If you're done shopping, then quit wasting both. Dang. Let's take a look at how this Hawkeye thing works. So I think you just put it on an item slot. Yeah, and now we can... How do I use it with the bow? Because obviously we can zoom in. Notice how it did the like sniper scope thing for a second? That's weird. Okay, whatever. Now that we have that, so there's a few options on what we can do. We can go progress the game, which Minna should tell us where we need to go. Yeah, so we can go to the Lanayru province. But one thing I did notice is I was talking about the heart piece up here on the Death Mountain Trail. And I think I'm going to go ahead and get this now, because I'm pretty sure that we can just have a Goron launch us up to it. Can we get the one that's out here? I'm not sure. But I'll meet you guys over where it is, so we aren't wasting too much time. I think this Goron right here works. Let's just tell him we want to go up. And you'll be able to get launched up onto the cliffside, which this part looks like you shouldn't be able to get up here by all stretches of the imagination. However, you can get up here just fine and walk around and enjoy life and admire the scenery. And I think it's this one. Can't really adjust the camera for it. I'm just gonna have to take the risk and hope that this is it. Yep, awesome. So that is heart piece number 12. 4 heart pieces in the span of 8 minutes today. But yeah, let's head back to Kakariko so that we can make our way over towards Lanayru, I guess. Alright, let's head out through the north side this time. Or I guess the northwest side. Did I knock the gate over? Can I do that? No, you just jump it every time. Okay. Because opponent knocked the other gate over, why can't we just knock this one over too? But I think we might have to wait on this heart piece, but there is another one right out here. I'm hoping I can just go on ahead and grab it. That's what I'd really like to do. Because you might not even notice that this is a rock you can blow up, but there is one. Hey, Mr. Mailman. Greetings, Mr. Clink. I have come to deliver a letter. Oh, there's a letter for you, and 2 letters, in fact. All right. What do we got? We'll take a look at those before we go grab our heart piece, I guess. Hopefully. New sundry shop in Kakariko. If you haven't already been by to take a look, I have an item that isn't available anywhere else. Come by before someone else snatches it, and please no window shoppers. I'm assuming that's... And then bomb arrows. They can be combined with the bow by going to the item screen and pressing ZL to create bomb arrows. Okay, cool. Yeah. I think that the Kakariko goods is Mallow. Maybe he doesn't call it Mallow Mart quite yet. But yeah, this is actually a rock you can blow up, and you'll be able to go up to this. Because you might notice that chest over there. I'm pretty sure that's a heart piece, so we're gonna go grab that. I'm shocked at how well I remember most of the heart pieces. The Hawkeye thing is really the only thing I had to go, oh yeah, I forgot about that, but surprisingly I remember all these heart pieces. I just wasn't sure if we could get the one up in Death Mountain quite yet, because I kind of thought we needed the hookshot for it, but no, he can just use the Goron, so I was like, alright, we'll go on ahead and grab that. Because we are going to need to go back there at some point later on in the game. Oh crap, hold on, let me do that. But it's going to be for a collectathon that's going to unlock later, and I'm going to dedicate probably a whole video to completing that collectathon up to a certain point, because like you unlock the collectathon and then you just immediately are able to go back to like every location in the game up to that point to complete half of it, and then the rest of them will show up as you play the rest of the game. So once we unlock it, I'll probably have an episode where I go back to collect those. But there we go, that's another heart piece. So that's our 13th heart piece. Already getting close to a third of the heart pieces in the game collected. And welcome to a very large chunk of Hyrule Field here. Is this bridge open or is this one gone? I want to go on ahead and get this on the map so that we can go back to the previous sections of Hyrule Field, which... Actually... there might be another heart piece over here. I'm pretty... This might be the section where there's a cave, or is this the one that's blocked off? This might be... Oh yeah, because it was blocked off before. Can we get rid of it now? Now that we have bombs? Are we able to do that? I have to say, in Twilight Princess, I feel like bombs are slightly more rare. Like, you gotta go out of your way to buy them a bit more frequently. However, rupees are also not too big of an issue. Even pretty soon. Like, right now they kind of are, but it won't take long for them to be a non-issue for the most part. I'm gonna go around until I find this cave I'm looking for. It might even be in the most southern section. No, it's just across the bridge. Here it is. Not too bad. If you want to see it a slightly more closer on the map, we're right here in Hyrule Field. So we'll blow this up. And we're gonna go cave diving. So there's gonna be a few of these kind of caves throughout the game. They're quite big usually, surprisingly. You're gonna want to get your lantern ready, as they're pretty dark and you might want to be able to see at least a little bit. And we don't really have a spare lantern oil bottle, so we're gonna need to preserve our oil as much as we can, really. I'm hoping I can complete this cave, because some of them you actually need more items for, I think. But we'll find out. We're just gonna explore and see what happens. But I'm gonna make sure that I'm doing most of the paths. This is another thing that we're gonna have to come back to later on, probably. Oh yeah, this is a choo-choo. Usually they'll drop a chew jelly that you can put in a bottle, and they do various things. Although, admittedly, I've kind of forgotten what they are. I feel like these caves are also a prime spot to find Hylian stamps. Yeah, so there's the letter O. That's added to our collection now. That's our, what, 4th or 5th stamp of like 50? But, yeah, like I said, the stamps are gonna be scattered just all over the place. We'll get that for our slingshot that's not gonna get used anymore. I guess you could use the slingshot if you are really running low on arrows, but I don't remember arrows being an issue in this game, or the bombs, but once we get a bomb bag upgrade, even the bombs won't be too much of a problem. Make sure I'm putting away the lantern after every single time I burn a cobweb. And make sure that, oh, that's why some of these can be kind of annoying. You're gonna want to make sure you're lighting a lot of the sconces as you go, because sometimes you'll need to light them to open up a chest or something. So it can just be really helpful to do that. And, oh crap. Another recording I've had to get up in. Add that to the total. But I guess that's a dead end, so we'll keep going this way. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Dang, there's actually quite... Okay, no. The further north I go, the closer I am to the end, but I want to make sure I'm going the other routes, so I can at the very least have this thing mapped out for when I do need to return later. Hello, Mr. Skulltula. There we go. Finish him. Okay. No, I want to... I have so much trouble opening chests in this game, I swear. Purple rupee. Okay, I'll definitely take that. Really want the money right now, so... Like I said, we're gonna get that heart piece in here somewhere. I'm pretty determined to stay on top of them. So yeah, you'll notice these occasionally. These lanterns. We can't do anything about these yet, but eventually there's gonna be a collectathon. It's essentially this game's version of the Gold Skulltula quest, or the Maiamais, or insert other collectathon here that you want to reference. But I do believe that this is gonna be piece of heart number 14. Yeah, awesome. Dang. It's like 6 heart pieces today. So I'll meet you guys back near the Elden Bridge. All right, here we are. I've got to say, this game really does look quite nice when you're riding around on Epona and Hyrule Field and you just hear the music playing. Is this one of our bugs for this area? It looks like it. And it's all zoomed out, and at dusk it looks so good. It really does. I think this game's art style's aged in a lot of ways, but gotta admit, riding around on Hyrule Field just feels right. Alright, so we got that bug. I didn't even know there was gonna be a bug over here. I just kind of, for some reason, thought that this was where the Bridge of Elden was. But I do remember where the other one is, because it's actually at the Bridge of Elden. So we're gonna head over there and snag that. Yeah, it's kind of nice being able to ride around here without having to chase the Bulbin King. Yeah, you can kind of see the bug from here. I think this is our 8th bug, right? Kind of find it interesting how this game has 2 collectathons, really, because it has these bugs and then it has the lanterns that we can't do anything about yet. Which total 84 altogether, because there's 60 of the lantern things, but only 24 bugs, so... Alright, we'll pick up this bug. Yeah, the male phasmid. I want to double check that we've gotten those. Oh, those are 2 different bugs that we've picked up. Alright, I'm gonna go hunt for the other Kakariko one then. Alright, looks like I have found it. Just outside of the Kakariko exit, really. No, please don't hit me. I just want the bug. I just want to pick up my bug. You guys are scaring the bug away. Please die. Where's the bug? Bug! Bug! Come here! Mr. Bug! Oh my god, you guys... Quit scaring the bug. Alright? I need him to think I'm friendly and not going to capture him. How did I capture the other one? I just need to move slower. I don't think this game has like a stealth mechanic though. Maybe it does. I don't know. There we go. There's our grasshopper. I was really hoping to get to the next Twilight section today, because I don't want to split the Tears of Light into multiple parts. We still got some time though. I think I'm gonna go a little ways. So maybe the other bug is just on the other side of the Bridge of Elden, and there's just multiple on the Bridge of Elden. Dang, there's a lot more bugs up to this point in the game than I thought there was. Can we do that one yet? I think that this is one of the caves I was thinking about. No, I don't think so. Although we can get the bug. Because the bug is up there. I see the bug. I remember that now. Alright. So we're gonna need the hook shot for that cave. But... snag this guy. That's the female phasmid. Awesome. And money! Back over 100 rupees. And just so I don't have to get off Epona here in a bit. Probably would have been faster just right over there. Oh well. Did it the cool way instead. I like how I thought I was triggering a Shadow Beast thing. Okay. Wait, so what if I shot it from that side of the bridge? Could I even do that? I doubt the bow can shoot that far, judging by how it just went. It looks like the bomb arrows don't shoot as far. Looks like we got some Shadow Beast over there. Do I even fight those yet? Can I just run away? That's kind of what it seems like to me. I'm just not gonna fight them. Why would I do that? Alright. And this should be the wall to enter our next Twilight section, should it not? Whee! Excuse me. Can't really do anything along that path, but we will be back to it later on in the game to do stuff. Yeah, here we go. Alright, this is what we're talking about now. Except not really. We all know how I feel about Tears of Light. We're finally here. There's only one Fuse Shadow left, so this is the last of the Twilight you'll see, I guess. Whether or not you accomplish your final task and survive is up to you. So what will you do? But at the very least, after the next Tears of Light section, there will never be another one. Want me to let you into the Twilight? Yeah, sure. Why not? Alright then, I guess I'll have to help you. But what a shame that this is the last of the Twilight. I'd become so fond of seeing it covering this world. Or is it really the last you'll see? Yee. So, shall we get going? Well, yeah, we are going to get going, because I'm going to end it here for now. And I'll see you guys next time, where we'll just take a dive into the Lanayru Twilight section. So I'll see you then. Bye-bye.